might surf till the sun sets beyond the horizon. Flying by on the Hawaiian roller coaster ride.
If there's one thing I love more than camping, it's laughing. I have one of those laughs that makes it sound like I'm gasping for air, and there's an 80% chance that I'll be bawling my eyes out. The two just go hand in hand like that. Let's go back about a month ago, and the situation was a little less than humorous. You see, I somehow spontaneously collapsed my left lung and was hospitalized for 4 days. The worst part about this, despite the real deal of gasping for air, was that it made it basically impossible to cough, sneeze, or laugh without pain. Now, how can a guy who goes every other waking moment laughing go 4 straight days without busting a gut? I mean, technically I had, but that's besides the point. Laughing has always been an essential part of who I am. I can imagine no greater pastime than running about the playground with my friends, falling to the ground, laughing, heaving, gasping. Those were the days when memories were simple but fun. I can't help but think that for myself and for many of us in this room, we've forgotten one of the most important things about who we are, our childhood. Over the course of the last year, I've been blessed to meet so many youngsters who reminded me of that happy-go-lucky self. For instance, I remember meeting Jack from Kingsley Pearson, where Mrs. Griffin brought him into the ag room, and instead of running about the place or asking why this lanky, blue-jacketed dude was in his mom's room, Jack didn't have much to say. In fact, Jack was a pretty mellow guy, and mad respect to him because that was not me at his age. A while back at Westline, I was introduced to Camden Winquist, probably one of the coolest kids I have ever met. One of the first things Camden asked me was if I want to see him in his Batman outfit. And I was immediately impressed. Over the course of the last 3 years, I've been blessed to also work at a camp called Camp Foster close to home. I have met thousands of kids from the ages of 3 to 13, many who inspired me, like Camden and Jack. I have seen some of the weirdest things, like 6-year-olds trying to what are the odds eating a worm, to a chinchilla funeral run by 4 very solemn 12-year-olds. I've witnessed campers conquer their fears by climbing towers taller than this stage and water ski for the first time. Fun fact, I still can't water ski to save my life. But I'm glad my 12-year-old camper sure can with ease. But by far, the best part of working with young people is their genuine excitement for just about anything. Never have I seen a 25-year-old get more stoked about going to the local nature center as I've seen 5-year-olds do. Us pulling off an all-nighter doesn't come close to the happiness a 9-year-old has about staying up that 1 extra hour after bedtime. For instance, I had this camper once who was wandering off from the group, a risk management nightmare, and so I called over to him to see what was up. Strangely enough, he was picking up sticks because he saw that the counselors were cleaning up camp, and he wanted to contribute. The best part, instead of being annoyed that picking up sticks is your job, this gift from God made it his devout mission to pick up those sticks with maturity, but with a childlike enthusiasm that made it look fun and adorable, but mostly fun. I think we've all heard the statement, you need to act your age. Well, what does it mean to act my age? Does that mean a 6-year-old should be making a mess instead of picking up sticks and caring for others? Does that mean an 18-year-old should be stressed and be to the point of mental breakdown when picking out a college instead of playing Red Rover or building sandcastles? We have a whole life to be overwhelmed with the stress that comes with getting older. At this moment, you may be 15, 16, 20, 30, 40, or 50, but you are also every age you have ever lived. At this moment, you are also 4, 8, 6, or 10. Who's to say you can't be 8 for a moment and freak out when you meet somebody with the same name as you? Or be 4 and just fall in love with your parents again when they come home from work or the grocery store? The problem here is not growing up, but forgetting how to be young. My hope is that for each and every one of us in this room, that we can find that childhood tucked down deep within our hearts, so that we may see with a child's eyes and truly live young at heart.